This game is GreedFall. It is a more modern style of Fable. Currently playing through The Witcher 3. Yeah, that's another game I kind of picked up and dropped, and I don't know why I dropped it. Yeah, back when I was playing not for stream. I haven't played it for stream, and I really should, because it actually looks like a very fun game. I think I was fighting some kind of like flying beast that was like 5 levels up on me. Didn't kick my ass. I got impatient and lost to it like I was playing a freaking Dark Souls boss.
Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
Do you hear that?
Yes, that's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Alright, so I accidentally found where Constantine is. Yeah, I need to go back and finish some of the games. I've actually been thinking about possibly going back and finishing the Black Mesa game, because I originally did that game on stream and I was going to be uploading it to YouTube, but it was back when this system was really messing up, and so the data got lost through a reset. Let's enter the coin guard building. People throwing up their lungs outside.
Sir de Sardet, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
So you could actually just leave this island without getting the cargo on, but I really actually enjoy Kurt as a character, so I try to do everything I can to kind of make him happy. Also, good luck slaying monsters. I'm gonna slay evildoer humans. Muggers and street thieves.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure, like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
So we're actually going to talk about the cabin boy.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Alright. We need to ask about help on the merchandise.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbor Master's office.
And he talks about this right in front of the captain of the ship. Right in front of the captain of the ship, they talk about this, going like, "Yeah, we're gonna load some illegal shit on your ship."
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
All right.
Be back soon, Captain.
So that's basically everything about the knots that we can kind of understand. Oh. Hi.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
We need to ask about the cabin boy. Last time he was
When did you last see him?
Seen.
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Habitual comings and
What
goings.
does Jonas do in his free time? When you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Alright.
I need to be going. Farewell.
I'm not too worried about Vasco. He actually ends up being one of the people that we can take into our party. And this is what I was looking for. If I just came inside this building, I would have gotten that before. Alright, so now we're going to go talk to Jonas. Yeah, once I do a little snooping, maybe we'll find something. Oh, here we go. Alright.
Good day,
Oh,
sir.
not Jonas. Lotto.
I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Alright, so now we know that there's someone at the bar, saloon, that's a regular there that might have seen what happened.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift a veil on this.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Less conspicuous, huh?
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Magical resistance, poison resistance, novice ring. We don't have magic yet, but it's something that we can learn. So typically walking into here would get you in trouble because you're in knot territory without being an actual knot. But because we have the sailor gear on, they don't even care about us. And this is why it came with level 1 lockpicking. Knots don't even seem to care that you're picking open their treasure chests and taking everything that's inside. Speaking of taking everything inside, another sailor coat, sailor boots, and sailor gloves. Call me Sailor Moon. Worn guard doublet. Rusty Swyhander. Alright, so this is something that we need to be careful about. Even though we got the guard doublet here, its crest is not correct. If I went to equip this right now and I walked out in front of those people, I would be immediately engaged in combat. For some reason, they don't seem to care that the people following me don't wear it, but hey, game mechanic. So, since I can't equip it, I'm going to see if it's better for him, which it's not. Check the gloves. It has chance of recycling, elemental resistance, but it loses balance and armor. And since he's a frontliner, I really want him to have that additional balance and armor. Priest boots, the ones he's currently wearing are just better. Oops. And the Zweihander that he has is actually better. Novice ring. So I don't have long blade proficiency yet, so I can't even equip the Zweihander. And I don't have divine magic, so I can't equip the ring. Which is why I have both swords equipped, rather than having something on different on each hand. So I'm not going to equip anything different, and I'm just going to walk in. Pick up. Key to Serene Arbor Jails.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Alright, so we tampered with that. That's basically the first set of this quest done now. Now, the warehouse guards are going to be a separate issue that we're going to have to find a way around. Don't worry about me, sir. Just checking out your warehouse, seeing what you got. Looks like you got a bunch of boxes. Pretty nice. Okay, so I don't want to go out through there. Block picking. What do I get? Worn felt tricorn. Bottle of brandy. Strong alcohol can help you loosen the tongue of certain people. Quest item. Ooh, multiple pistol with worn roundel. What is a worn roundel? The rate of fire goes up, but damage and armor damage go down. Oh, don't know what that was all about, but I did not appreciate it. Ring of the Deacon. Unfortunately, we are not a mage, so we can't use those. But again, this is why I came with lockpicking. It's just because there's so much stuff in the first area that you can do with lockpicking. Like, what is it, like 6 chests now that I've opened with lockpicking? Look at all these beautiful paintings. Pine resin. We can just descend right here. I don't think the crouching is really necessary. You know your boy loves loot. I got like greedy goblin fingers when it comes to loot. Coin and ammo. They had a lock on coin and ammo. You probably spent more money getting the lock than you did just having inside that box. Okay. Can't go through there. I'm kind of glad I didn't, and the game doesn't allow me, because if I remember correctly, that's literally straight in the face of the people I went around. Ooh, wow. Frame drop. Oh, this game runs CPU. Ooh, I didn't even know that. All right, so I'm going to take off a little bit more. Particles will have normal, texture quality, normal. Okay. There we go. I didn't know that this game ran CPU, so that was going to be a problem for my recording and playing. Another chest, let's go! Alright. So I'm not sure if they dislike if I walk across.
Hello?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Okay. I'll go grab them real quick, and then we'll search a little bit more in that area.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Pretty sure it's to the left, but alright. So we didn't even have, because of the gear we had, we didn't even have to lace a drink in order to make them pass out. We literally just took their spot, which is, on a mechanics game standpoint for this game, that is absolutely phenomenal. The fact that you can disguise yourself as one of them, and then you can literally just be like, yeah, like, we're just here to relieve you, and they'll take it just because you look like them. That's actually phenomenal. That is gameplay mechanic that a lot of things kind of just get dismissed nowadays from current games. I think I've already... No, I have not. I'm going to shut my little mouth. Do I seriously have to look at it in order to open it? Alright, so that means that we also have to check upstairs too. Never mind, we're gonna check right here. Holy freaking... Another spike. Another bottle of brandy. Grenadier Cadet's Turban. Oh, I can't go that way? Interesting. Making sure I'm not missing anything up there. Looks like I'm good. So walls that you can climb over will have like a white paint mark on it from what I've seen. Ooh, unblock. Hello. Oh, the board just poof.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
Break into a prison. Wonder what he's talking about. Alright, so we need to select a new quest. Let's talk to Taleme. Oh yeah, now I remember who Taleme is. I actually really don't like the Taleme government.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Taleme, a relationship with the congregation. Taleme, position in Tier 4D. Relation with the Bridge Alliance. Nothing I'm really
I must
interested
be
about.
going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
Can't go up there, so we're just going to continue